Hi, I'm Casey Adams, President of Visible Supply Chain Management. E-commerce growth has exploded since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that creates unique shipping challenges for e-commerce companies.
First, we have a strong team of professionals with immense supply chain knowledge. This team builds solutions and strategies to help mitigate any challenges clients are facing. Second, we have fulfillment centers across the country, which gives us the flexibility to adapt and scale rapidly to customers' changing needs. Third, our clients have access to a wide range of shipping options through our network of trusted partners. And finally, our expanded portfolio of service offerings enables us to manage customers' supply chains on a global scale.
There are many solutions and strategies that can help you overcome holiday shipping challenges, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
And we are live here in San Bernardino, California at the Pier Sports Center for our final quarterfinal match of the NVA Cup quarterfinals. We start the day with 8 teams. After this, we'll have 4 remaining for tomorrow's semifinals. And we have the Las Vegas Ramblers, a team that might be a favorite to win the Cup this year, taking on an Ontario Matadors squad that didn't have a great season, but did just enough to punch that number 4 seed in the playoff bracket to get themselves in this picture. Listen, on paper, this is a Las Vegas squad that could easily win this in 3, but we've seen upsets out of Ontario, and it'll be interesting to see which version of them we see today. He's Matt Prosser, I'm Ira Thor. We don't have Nick England because he's coaching Las Vegas right now, but Matt, you've seen a lot of both teams this year. Ontario, I think it's a tall climb right for them right now, because not only were they the underdog coming in, they're playing without Mauro Isaac, who we have learned is not with the team this weekend because he's in training with the Mexican national team.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Ontario Matadors squad, even though this is a home game for them, and they did work extremely hard to qualify for this single elimination bracket, but that uphill battle just got a little bit steeper and longer without having their top attacker in Mauro Isaac here in attendance tonight.
Well, Brandon Rattray is here for Las Vegas, and the top point scorer by a wide margin, and a potential favorite for the league's MVP is going to be out there on the court. Keep an eye on number 20 if you haven't seen him play, because he can do a little bit of everything out there. And back in the setting rotation today will be Michael Keegan. Vegas is an interesting squad because they have so many options. Tanner Maxwell, Steve Duho, etc., all options. Keegan's going to get the nod today. In the middle, Antoine Aguillard is back out there, number 11. He's a very dangerous middle. Sean Dennis is 6'11", obviously a presence wearing number 2. And be interested to see what they get out of Kevin Lopez, number 15, the other outside, to complement Brandon Rattray. He's been playing, Matt, with the Puerto Rican national team, so clearly he is a international caliber player and gives Las Vegas a huge second option.
Yeah, obviously look for, excuse me, number 20 in black, and also number 14, Ryan Mather, the opposite hitter for the Ramblers. It looks a little bit different, got a haircut since that last event, high and tight, so both guys expected to carry heavy loads for them as well if they do want to win this match and advance on to tomorrow's second semifinal.
The libero for Las Vegas will be number 99, Ryan Manoogian. He's the final player we had to mention. For Ontario, quickly their lineup: Jesus Serrano starting at center, he's number 1. In the middle will be number 2, Brett Massetti. Alvaro Hidalgo's on the outside, number 4, in place Mauro Isaac. The libero is Jose Molero at 5'4", smallest player in the league, but plays much bigger than that. Carlos Serrano is on the outside, number 13. Jacob Vander Beek, number 17, will get the nod. The long blonde hair. Thor gets the start on the right side. And the other middle is big Gabriel Cruz, number 18 for Ontario. It's a 1-1 game, and the serve here for Vegas is Antoine Aguillard. That's dug up by Mather with the tight new haircut, and then, oh, Brandon Rattray doing mean things.
What first bomb dropped by Brendan Rattray right out of the gates. That's his first swing. No slow starts for him. He comes out of the gates hard and just delivers that one down the line.
Somebody tell the young man hitting lines are over. You're not supposed to do that in the actual game, but he did, as that serve sailed long. But cue that one up and play it over and over and over again. And if you love volleyball, that right there, put that in a neat little package. Serving here for Ontario is Serrano. They go back to Brandon Rattray, and he's scorching the earth. It's 102 degrees outside. The court's a little warmer after that one.
I mean, that's back-to-back bombs now by Brendan Rattray. Wow. Shoulders looking fresh.
Michael Keegan will serve. Keegan, nice line drive, misses just deep. And I liked how he went with a different option instead of the big bomb jump serve. He was trying to catch them napping in the back row and just missed a little too deep.
Well, back-to-back bombs from Brendan Rattray, but also back-to-back service errors by the Ramblers to start this match.
So basically just stop serving and just let Brandon hit. Good strategy. And the Miller Dennis gets blocked back by Massetti. This time they go to Mather, and Mather gets the result. Don't sleep on Ryan Mather. He is number 5 in the league in total points coming into action with 81 on the season. But I mean, Rattray 143 and counting. It's just nasty.
Well, dual threats on the pins for the Ramblers.
Rattray with the ace.
But also from the end line, wow.
Brandon Rattray shows he's not just an attacker. He can do everything. And Las Vegas has a 5-3 lead.
He is leading the league in aces as well.
We didn't get to do our pre-match predictions. This ball's coming towards us. Back-to-back aces.
Aces. Wow.
Well, that's going to spoil my prediction, which was, and this is no disrespect to Ontario at all, this is just how high I think of Las Vegas. I pick a 3-0 win here today, and it's starting to look like that's an easy pick.
Yeah, but
why not 3 in a row? We went
can't
for it.
pick the same thing, so.
I mean, we could. They do on Inside the NFL, or whatever show that that Bradshaw's on. Pick the same thing. What do you really think there, Matt Frost?
Well, Ramblers will win in 3, I believe, as well.
Yeah, there's no need to be different.
Okay. At least we're in agreement on that.
Yeah, we could be exactly the same. I mean, listen, I think Ontario, if they play a perfect match, has a shot. They beat Team Freedom in 3 this year. They've shown they can pull off some upsets, but this Vegas squad is stacked. Another big serve. That is blocked back. Combo of Dennis and Mather, and the Ramblers already looking pretty. And that's going to be a quick timeout here from the Matadors. They have a lot to talk about, Matt. I think we're going to need 2 timeouts. We'll take 1, and we'll be back for more. Brandon Rattray still has the ball in his hands, and the Ramblers are glad because he just did that. And then blocked back, Dennis and Lopez. Kevin Lopez gets some help from his very, very tall friend, Sean Dennis. And this is really ugly, really early. As Las Vegas just showing why they are a serious title contender.
Well, the service game has definitely straightened out for the Ramblers.
That's not allowed to happen, but it does. Brandon Rattray is unstoppable right now.
They used to say you can't stop him, you can only hope to contain him, Ira.
You can't even contain him. How are you going to contain when you can hit the ball that hard? And he's now got 3 aces. That's nearly a 4th. Better pass by Malero, thankfully. Vander Beek and a one-handed dig by Rattray. Dennis sends it right into the middle of the court where nobody was home.
Wheels are spinning pretty fast right now if you're wearing a yellow jersey. Matadors look a little dazed.
Wheels on the bus go round, and Brandon Rattray continues to serve. 11-3.
It's like a bad case of deja vu.
Another big-time serve. Better pass. That is blocked back, and that's going to hit the court as well. And Las Vegas is doing something really special right now. You don't see scores this lopsided at the pro level, but you do right now.
Before the game, I was over there speaking with the coaching staff of the Ramblers. They said they want to start in rotation 5. Clearly that has paid off for them.
Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty good call. Brandon Rattray's serving train has finally come into its station. It is 12-4. We'll see what Jacob Vander Beek, the 6'5" right side out of Fresno, Cali, is able to do. That's going to go over on 1, and it's going to be a double. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Good call. It's back row attacker. Setter was in the back row.
His one-handed set attempt sailed wide over the net. And that means he's a back row attacker, Ira.
Good eyes by you as well to recognize that, as I did not realize Keegan had just served. I should have, but Rattray served like 7 in a row, so I forgot. And oh, and in case you forgot, they have Ryan Mather also.
I haven't forgotten about Ryan Mather. I had the pleasure of watching him play high school volleyball, where I coached him for a few years back in the day. But yeah, overhead, the Matadors are going to have a real hard time slowing down this Rambler offense.
I think a lot of teams are going to have a tough time slowing down this Rambler offense. The Utah Stingers, the defending champions, well, they're looking on because they'd have to deal with Vegas should the Ramblers pull out this one, which right now is looking pretty good, as that is unable to be kept in play beyond the antenna and side out Vegas.
I'm sure the Ramblers know that they'll most likely be facing the Stingers, and the Stingers are probably back at the hotel, resting up, getting some good food in their bellies, but also scouting their competition as
Maybe
this
watching this one on their phone.
Live broadcasted on YouTube.
Hey guys, how are you? Congrats on the win. If the Stingers are watching, and we're sure that they certainly be watching a replay. If they're not watching this live, obviously you can catch the replay of every one of our NBA Cup matches throughout both the regular season and the playoffs live on our YouTube channel. And this one you'll be able to see for years and years to come. They go outside, and a big swing, and the first highlight of the match for Ontario as Alvaro Hidalgo, I should say, out of Lima, Peru. We're talking about the international influence that has been seen through the NBA. Hidalgo out of Lima, Peru, only 5'9", gets a lot of elevation despite his height.
Yeah, and this is his first action he's got this season. He's been on the roster all year long, but when you have a guy like Mauro Isak playing in front of you, it's hard to see some court time.
Yeah, you're not going to play in front of Isak instead of, you know, garbage time, or, you know, God forbid he's out with an injury, because that is hit long. But it is important to have those guys behind you that are able to stop up that next man up. You hear that phrase so often, and in this case, it's going to be Hidalgo's opportunity. The attack by Rattray, by the way, a rare error. That sailed long. Ooh, another big serve. That's going to come over on 1. Here's a chance for Ontario. Pick from the back row, left short by Hidalgo.
Nice idea. Like seeing that in transition, a big attack. Unfortunately, Hidalgo's hit just goes into the net, but see that connection starting to be established between those two players.
So Ryan Mather will drop back to serve at Redondo Beach, California, 6'7". Big toss, goes down the line wide.
Mather's one of the better servers in the league. His jump serve can be quite lethal, albeit sometimes a little unpredictable.
They go right side, and Mather, delivers the result as well. And that will take us to our tactical timeout, 16-8. The Vegas Ramblers, they've doubled up Ontario so far. We'll be right back.
Meet Tom. Tom is the shipping manager for an e-commerce company specializing in unique, high-end home furnishings. Because these aren't your typical everyday pieces, Tom's often biting his nails every time a shipment leaves the warehouse. His discerning customers will notice every ding, dent, or scratch, which is why Tom trusts one company, RPM Expedite's dedicated network. RPM specializes in hard-to-handle freight that needs a reliable, damage-free shipping approach. RPM boasts 99.3% damage-free delivery. RPM also makes it easy for Tom to customize his shipments. With pricing options, and for transparency and peace of mind, Tom can access RPM's online portal for booking, tracing, and tracking shipments. And of course, if he ever has questions or needs assistance, Tom can always access RPM's round-the-clock customer service. Call RPM Expedite today for your customized, hard-to-handle shipping solution, or visit us online at www.rpmexpediteusa.com.
It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but if you look at the cumulative stats for the match so far, Ontario is hitting 8%. That's not good. 1 kill in 12 swings, 55% for Las Vegas. They're just owning this match right now, and Gabriel Cruz says, let's fix that.
So far, Gabriel Cruz is the only Matador in positive numbers. And very interesting, you see over there, Jose Malero, the libero, on the bench with his shoe off. Looks like he's got a bit of a knee injury.
Sent over by Aguiar, so they have the backup libero in. That's Mario Meza, and that will be a side out here for Ontario.
I can see it from here. Jose's knee is a little swollen.
Yeah, that is very swollen, and that's a big loss because without Malero on the court, you know, he's one of the better defensive players in the league, and he gets more out of his time out there than anybody, you know, that size for sure.
Bit of a floor captain, and yeah.
He gave us the inside information, by the way, as that is a kill by Keegan. We weren't actually sure exactly where Isaac was this week, you know, whether he was playing overseas or playing for the international team or whatnot. Injured, could have been anything. And he let us know that the good news, that is good news, that if you're going to have one of your guys not here for the playoffs, that's because he's playing for his home country on the national level as Vander Beek. Won't be surprised to see him playing maybe for England at some point in the future or somewhere in Europe where he may reside.
Yeah, a lot of these guys looking to go overseas and play professionally once this season is over in the fall of this year.
Serrano will serve. They go outside the Rattray, and he's able to tool the block, gets the kill out of it.
Those Rattray fans out there can watch Brendan play in Germany next year as he continues his professional career overseas.
Michael Keegan will serve. That's a dangerous float. Did you see the motion on that one? It absolutely fooled Carlos Serrano, and then ping-ponged off of Meza, the new libero.
Really nice jump float. We all know the float serve acts like a knuckleball. That one had some nice horizontal movement to it.
Yeah, that thing definitely shifted left to right. Another one that moves. Running it down is Meza, and that's going to be dug up here by the counter libero, Manugian. That's covered by Meza. And then Vander Beek is stuffed. Rattray, Dennis, watch Dennis dance. Definitely should dance after that.
That was all Rattray on that block. I had a great view of that. Got both hands strong over the net, took away the seam. The set was a little bit tight for Vander Beek. Not much he could do with it, but Rattray shuts it down.
Maybe Sean just likes to dance. That's tipped right into the middle of the court, a useful spot by Alvaro Hidalgo. So the lead is 20-12, still insurmountable, but if you're an Ontario Matador, you want to see how much momentum you can pick up in the latter stages of this opening set. They're going to go to Dennis for the quick and swing and a miss.
Now, Keegan stayed on his feet. He didn't jump set. I think that could be the culprit to that misconnection there. Younger setters at home, when you're setting a 7-foot middle blocker, it helps if you jump set, take the ball at a higher point.
If you're a young setter at home and you're setting a 7-foot middle blocker, we would definitely want to meet you. As a 7-foot middle blocker, just put that one away.
Yeah, but we have a net violation on the Ramblers.
Ah.
I think it was Keegan found the net. Some momentum just kind of carried him into the net there.
I've never even played against anybody at that height. I think the tallest player I ever played against in college club level was probably like 6'7", and it didn't end well for me. 7 feet, I can't even imagine. Rattray gets blocked back. There's a jump set, and Rattray doesn't get it.
Try playing against a 7-footer on the beach with a smaller court.
Oh my God.
And wind and sand.
And you're 6'7", so you know, you're not a tiny fella at all.
It's pretty difficult.
I'm going to guess this is a guy who went to the Olympics.
Actually, no, he did not. He won a couple of times. Ryan Doherty won a couple of times on tour.
Okay.
Never made it to the Olympics, but shout out to Ryan.
I was thinking
New Jersey now, I think, or Florida.
of Phil Dahlhauser.
Phil's a good 6'9",
That's
not
it?
quite 7 feet. No, he's small on the international
He
stage.
looks bigger on TV. And what a useful spot there. Ryan Mather taking a little bit off of it and just dumping it with a tuck into the back corner. His third kill. Yeah, Dahlhauser looks a little lot bigger on.
I'll tell him you said that.
On the 65-inch here in my basement.
Next time I talk to him, when he gets back from the Olympics, I'll tell him that you think he looks a little too small these days.
We'll see what he. That is just wide. Obviously, can't wait for the Olympics. That will be coming up in about a month's time. Unfortunately, there won't be any fans this year, at least no international fans, as they've had a resurgence in COVID over there in Japan. But obviously, American volleyball in great shape, both on the beach and indoors. Line drive by Vander Beek. Sean Dennis swings at that one. Ontario into the back corner. A useful spot for Hidalgo, his third kill. And he's got 3 of the 5 so far for Ontario. They're not going away after an abysmal start.
Yeah, they've chipped away. I mean, they're only down by
4.
4. Hidalgo being a bit of an enigma for the Ramblers on how to score some points and produce some action for their team in yellow. As you see Vander Beek preparing for his jump serve as we have to do a little floor maintenance over here.
If you're Ontario, obviously you got almost a first-round knockout, and able to bounce back here and extend the fight and make this a lot more competitive. This has to really impact your momentum going forward and just the ability to believe you can play.
Well, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And anyone that's seen Rocky IV knows that you might get knocked down in the first round when you're fighting against the giant Russian, but you got time to come back in it.
Careful, because Brendan Rattray just may say, I will break you. Dennis will serve. Ball looks a lot different coming out of his frame, and you see what happens. Big time opportunity here for Vegas in transition. Not a great set, and that's going to force the violation. A bad set by Vegas. And Ontario taking advantage of some mistakes here late from the Ramblers, who don't look as invincible as they did for the first half of the set.
They just got to take care of the ball. That first ball dig wasn't great. Keegan's set wasn't any better. It was actually didn't better the ball. He worsened the ball, if they can say that. And Mather didn't really have anything to do. His momentum carried him underneath the net. And
it's not Mather's fault at all, but you get a gift like that where Ontario was barely able to extend the play and then to just get nothing out of it. In fact, make a mistake that terminated the play. You can't do that if you're a championship level team. I mean, you can't do it a lot. Because when you play a team like the Utah Stingers tomorrow, you're going to get punished. 23-18, so this will be Ryan Mather trying to close this opening set out. Barring something crazy, it's going to go in the hands of Vegas. That's going to fall in. Another race. Oh, sneaky Ryan Mather.
An off-speed roll shot from the inline there, Ryan Mather. Nicely placed. Brings his team to set point.
Going to talk it over, but I mean, at this point, you're down 6. You're just getting your team ready for game 2 at this point, right?
I mean, honestly, at this point of this set, I don't quite know why you would want to take a timeout. You're not really going to do anything worthwhile that's going to impact this game other than maybe ice Ryan and side out. You're down by 6, you know. You don't get to take it with you, so you might as well use it, I guess, then waste it. But obviously for the Matadors, they've got to pass first. And then from there, they've got to figure out how to get the ball past the block, although they've done a better job than how they started this first set, of course.
Definitely improved there, obviously, early on. Combination of Rattray and Dennis, and even Mather and Dennis were certainly causing problems at the net, but if Hidalgo's proven that he can certainly make an impact out there, and they got to find a way to get him more involved. And quite frankly, they got to get Gabriel Cruz more involved. They need something out of their middles.
Yeah.
Serving for the set, 24-18. That won't do it, so we'll play on.
Coach's point as the coaches look at each other and high-five one another on the Matadors bench.
Hey, it feels good as a coach, I guess, to be able to still impact the match. Here's Brett Massetti trying to see if he can get the Matadors into the 20s. Rattray with the pass. They go back row. Mather dug up here. Ontario. They go to Vander Beek. He's going to slip it through. Oh, a diving save by Manugi, and they send it over. Swinging away, and getting the touch was Serrano. Jesus Serrano with the kill. And they do get to 20. I think that is, if anything, a moral victory.
Moral victory, yeah, absolutely, especially when they were down 16 to 6, 8, 16 to 8.
I forgot. It feels so long ago. Feels like this is a different match because, you know, it was just a blitz from Brandon for a while, and then all of a sudden Ontario is figuring things out, which is good, and make this more of a extended match. But this set's going to end at 25-20 as Mather delivers his 4th kill. It looked like it was going to be a blowout early on from Vegas. Ontario showed they have some fight even without their starting libero, Jose Malero. No, I'm not a poet, but he is out of the match at the moment. See if that is going to impact this outcome, or if Ontario is able to find themselves a little bit more here when we go to game 2 in San Bernardino. We'll be back for that.
Focus. Good pass, put it down. No, come on. Closer. Good pass, put it down.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it from any common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me, it'll work for you.
OSIM.
The flow state, the trailblazer, the closer, the do-it-all hero. All of us were born different. Some of us demand more than we were given. Some of us submerge ourselves in the wake, dive into the trenches, and fight with the ferocity of the rising storm. Some push themselves to attain more than those who came before. And those catalysts deserve and demand a form of fuel that will enable them to do so. Introducing Brain Fuel, a cerebral beverage. Be smarter, think faster, live beyond.
Well, the Las Vegas Ramblers, a potential favorite to win the NVA Cup, could start here as they take game number 1, 25-20. Well, if they are victorious here today, and they obviously have looked like they're going to be a very difficult team to beat if you're Ontario, it'll be Utah Stingers' job tomorrow to figure out the puzzle of how to solve the Brendan Rattray-Ryan Mather combo, who combined have just been awesome so far. Taking a look at the stats from the first set, 11 kills for Vegas, 3 from Rattray, but 5 from Ryan Mather, who's maybe not had the same level of just destruction out of his arm, but been even more effective, hitting 56%, as Vegas hitting 42% on the match so far. Ontario, by the way, got to give them some credit. During that first technical timeout, we talked they were under 10%. Well, they got their percentage up to 32%.
Yeah, the Matadors did respond nicely after that technical timeout. They definitely won the second half of that game, although it doesn't reflect that way on the scoreboard, but nice souvenir nonetheless to take into this set number 2 for the Matadors' morale. Oh my goodness.
There's a souvenir. Put that in the bag and take it home. A stuff from Aguillard. Antoine Aguillard. We haven't said his name much yet, but he's capable of shutting you down, and he just showed why.
Yeah, a little payback from the first play of the first set when he got stuffed down.
Here's Lopez. Good serve. Gonna have to run this. No, not gonna be able to get that as it changes direction off the HVAC system, which is working really, really hard today. So it was 102 outside, obviously.
Yeah, it's earning its paycheck today.
Oh my God. If you're able to get the temperature down even 20 degrees, you got a good system in place. The HVAC system just got has work cut out for him and just got the ball right off the ceiling. And that's stuffed back. Manoogian's able to pick it up. We're going to see Brandon Rattray not connect. And that's something we say very often.
Yeah, just swung to kind of avoid that 3-man block and missed it wide. Quick little floor cleanup here. Player safety of utmost importance.
I didn't see anybody hit the floor. Are they just dripping right now?
Maybe.
They just come out of the pool. Jesus Serrano will serve. Ryan Mather. Oh, an exuberant bomb. At 8 o'clock on a Thursday morning. Oh, that is blocked back. Brandon Rattray, Sean Dennis, different reaction, same result. Great wall of Vegas.
Wow. Just big stuff downs coming right now on both sides. That was Jorge Cabrera, who's into the game now for the Matadors, getting a quick stuffing.
And that is left short, and that's the only difference right now between, between this Vegas squad early on in Ontario. Vegas is not allowing Ontario to score points. They've been giving them points early on. And that's the only reason they're not leading 6-0. Vegas, meanwhile, just able to score in all facets of the game. We'll see what else they have in store. Rattray had to take a little bit off of that as the ball was behind him and still was able to change his arm direction and slip it through the slot. Crazy.
Yeah, nice range by Brendan Rattray, realizing that he had overrun that set a little bit. He's able to slow his arm swing down and just roll it off the arms of Vander Beek for the kill.
Keegan goes deep, and Keegan deposits an ace. And all Ontario can do is scratch its head. That is already 6 aces. And that is too long. We have a new player, by the way, in the match. We didn't catch it coming in, but now in the middle is number 15, Martin Patrice out of LA. And he's the one who misses just a little too deep there. Keegan's already got a pair of aces. Goes for a third, but a little too long, and side out makes it 7-3.
The Matadors definitely have their work cut out for them. Long way to go still, though.
Now Patrice will serve for the first time in this match. Tries to just dump one in. They go over the Brandon Rattray off of the, looks like the shoulder of Hidalgo for the kill, his 5th.
Bit of a set play there, kind of a back 2 run by Rattray and Keegan. Not the cleanest of plays, but successful nonetheless, as we see some of our fans in the house here.
Love the thunder sticks. Love seeing the fans get into it.
Whoa.
I don't know how they were able to get that off the bounce off of the HVAC system. Second chance here. Dennis is blocked back. Brendan Rattray covered it, and then a net violation gives the ball over to Ontario. Talk so much about Rattray's offense, his serving, his blocking. What about getting there to cover that ball that ping-ponged back to the 10-foot line?
Well, if you don't get set, your only responsibility is to cover your hitter. So, you know, credit to him for doing his job. But obviously, you've got to be prepared and in the right position.
Got to have that good court vision as well, know where it's going to be. Ontario's going to try to capitalize here. In transition, Vander Beek goes to the corner. Keegan was there. They go to the Bick to Rattray, who misses long. And Ontario cuts it to 3. It's 8-5 as we see Jacob Vander Beek. Westcliff University product. There you see Brendan Rattray. Jacob serves it, a little floater too deep. Good wide shot of the Pierce Sports Center here in San Bernardino, California. You're watching the 4th and final quarterfinal matchup here on the day 1 of our playoffs. Sean Dennis will serve. I'm Ira Thor, joined alongside 2-time All-American Matt Prosser. We don't have Nick England because he's coaching the team that's winning right now. That's back, covered by Cruz, and then sent deep. Rattray with the dig. They go outside looking for Lopez. Oh, and a crafty move through the block, getting the touch.
Crafty, great way to say it. Some would call it sneaky. Others would call it cheeky, Ira, but that was a nice two-handed kind of set over off the block for a point.
And Kevin Lopez getting the result. He's not required to carry a heavy load out of that pin spot, but he can play. Part of the Puerto Rican national team system. Ooh. They go in the middle to Cruz, and Cruz puts it away. So we want to see him get more involved.
Gabriel Cruz with a hard wrist away. Inside the 10-foot line tee right there. Well played by him.
He dropped that about the 3-foot mark, and he hit it tight at the line too. Not an easy spot to swing. Here's Hidalgo off the tape. Anigian was there, and then Ryan Mather cross-court smash. Mather, that's his 6th kill. And just good defense by Manugi and the libero number 99. Just doing his job and doing it well. see the Ontario head coach sideline, and there's Mr. Mather serving. Uses the tape. Vander Beek a little off balance with that one. They go in the middle, the Aggie yard, take that.
Trying to figure out what some of these fans are wearing, but it sure is good to see fans in the volleyball gym once again, Ira.
Nice to see fans. It's nice to see fans going to the closet here for, you know, some different attire on a Friday night here. Oh, running this one down a long way. Serrano had to go. That attack is dug up. Manugian will send it over. They go. Back road tip by Hidalgo. Oh. That's going to clip the antenna. So credit to kill to Hidalgo, his fourth. And back to serve will be Gabriel Cruz. We see Ramblers bench. Let's be happy with what they've seen so far. They lead by 5.
Sorry, I'm back. Ira was trying to take some pictures of the fans
oh,
here.
And that's important. We really would like to see our well-dressed fans here tonight. That is just long by Aguiar.
Continuing to see that setter connection, setter middle blocker connection offensively. Not quite be perfectly on point, but when you've got a 4-point lead, 5-point lead, it's okay sometimes.
Say if you're in the San Bernardino area, still plenty of time to come out and watch this one. Great place to be on a Friday night, and Aguiar continues to heat up. After not saying his name much, it's another kill for him, along with a monster block, and certainly been a presence so far here in game number 3. And serving will be Kevin Lopez. That means Rattray is back in the front row, so be careful. Get your hard hat on. Big serve, right spot with the set, and that, oh, big opportunity missed as George Cabrera, now in the match for Ontario, missed it long. Great set from Serrano.
Yeah, the Matadors just having a hard time finding the court offensively. Their attack lines are wide and long, and unfortunately that one couldn't find the court either.
Matt, you don't get that many opportunities where the set is that butter. Got to capitalize if you want to have any chance here. Otherwise, their season will end tonight.
Definitely a missed opportunity.
So 14-9, and it'll be Jesus Serrano to serve. They go to Rattray, and Rattray gets blocked. Combo stuff by Patrice and Vander Beek to shut down the league's most dangerous all-around player, perhaps.
Yeah, Patrice is a good middle blocker, very technically sound. Look, Rattray can get blocked every once and again. It's all right.
Yeah, he'll be back for more. Ryan Mather, sneaky spot. Oh, Ryan Mather, high volleyball IQ there.
Well, just good court awareness by Ryan Mather. Seeing a nicely formed block, just going with a little touch. Open hand tip right over the block, finds the open floor for the point.
Goes up, is able in. No way. He's in like the first 5 seconds. Initially Thursday morning, fall 1995 with a hangover. Here's Aguiar to serve after the floor maintenance project is complete. Unlike all the highway interstate work being done here in the Los Angeles area, which...
Oh, we have a touch.
They got a touch on that. Well, that's a gift for Vegas, but Brandon Rattray will not complain. He picks up the kill, and that will take us to the technical timeout. Vegas up 1-0. They lead by 6 when we come back.
Hey, my name is Travis, and I'm the founder of Arce. Last year, we launched the Medic, which is a state-of-the-art percussive massager. It works by providing rapid, targeted pulses into your muscles which relieves tension and increases blood flow. It is a great tool for athletes looking to get an edge in their training or in competition, but it's also great for everyday people who suffer from common issues such as stiff neck, lower back pain, and sore feet. What sets our device apart from others? For one, it's how insanely quiet it is. Second is the extended length handle, which allows you to more easily reach your back. And third, the swivel head, which allows for better ergonomics. We also include 6 different head attachments and a travel case with your purchase. We are so excited to have you try the Medic. We know you're gonna love it. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook at any time. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.
Oct.
Back here, 16-10 after our technical timeout. Vegas with a commanding lead, which it's going to take a lot to see that evaporate as Ontario hasn't been able to get a consistent game going offensively, and serving will be Aguiard. They go to Vander Beek, and he drops it in. Jacob Vander Beek with a useful spot. Well, that's his third, and we continue to see Ontario hang around. They don't have the firepower, they don't have the weapons, but they don't want to have their season come to a close on their home court here, which is constantly being cleaned up because these guys, I have a little empathy. As much as I'd love to still be capable of playing the game myself, I wouldn't want to play in this. This is too hot. This is stupid hot. And there's a back row attack that connects for Kevin Lopez.
Kevin Lopez running the big attack. Nice to see that for the Ramblers, as he hasn't gotten a lot of back row action. Nicely timed. Good connection there with him and Keegan.
Keegan will serve. It's 17-11. They go to Vander Beek, and he's able to drop that in. You see the reaction from Vander Beek. Need more plays like that if you're Ontario.
Many more. They need to clone Vander Beek and get 5 more of them, and then they still might be down, but make it a little bit more competitive.
I mean, 5 Jacob Vander Beeks would be a formidable side. And that is a put away. I think it was Sean Dennis that got blocked by our camera, but at that height, it had to be Dennis. And that is a little too long. There you see the Vegas fans. Are those bell bottoms?
I believe they are.
Theirs are still in?
Away in San Bernardino.
I guess so. I'm from the Jersey Shore. I haven't seen a pair of bell bottoms in a long time. Bring back the 70s, baby. As that is tooling of the block and a kill. Brandon Rattray takes a little bit off of that one to pick up his 7th kill. You ever have a pair of pants like that?
No.
No, me neither. I mean,
they don't make bell bottoms for 6'7" disco dancers like myself.
Probably not. Gabriel Cruz is 6'7", can't get the kill. That's blocked back. Rattray, he's going to set up his buddy Ryan Mather. And Rattray's going to swing away off balance. Wow. Sent over on 1. Mather again swings away. Too much this time. A lot happened on that play, on that sequence. And we're going to see the chest dig. That was Max Osmundson who checked in. And he got the heart dig, because it literally hit him right in the heart. Here's a chance here for Ontario. Waiting for it was Manoogian, and here's Rattray again. And Rattray, he's got a little cold.
You know, you live by the arm, you die by the arm a little bit sometimes, and it's back-to-back hitting errors by Brendan there. maybe not the optimal set locations for either one, but you know, go down with the ship sometimes and you just keep swinging away.
I do think that's a little bit of the difference there between Rattray and Langlois. Jake Langlois from the Utah Stingers, who I think those, everybody will agree, your top 2 all-around players in the league. Who is the MVP is up for conversation. I think Rattray can hurt you in more dramatic ways, especially with his ability to serve. Langlois does not make as many consecutive attack errors, right?
I would agree.
Jake makes a mistake, he learns from it and bounces back a little bit more quickly, changes directions, able to kind of use a little bit more trickery. Brendan Rattray, there's nobody in this NVA who's got more consistent power on the pin than him.
I would agree with those statements, Ira. Very good insights on that.
That's really different. 2 very different players, both really a lot of fun to watch. Not a great pass, swinging and getting the result. Beautiful decision there. Ryan Mather tucked it on the inside of the block and was able to get the deflection for the kill. So back to serve here will be Kevin Lopez. The lead is 5 as Las Vegas closing in on a 2-0 lead in the match if they can get 4 more points. Serrano, that's tucked through, running it down is Manoogian. Doesn't get a great pass out of it. In transition, utter destruction as you see Martin Patrice get his first kill of the match.
Nice quick in transition. Patrice getting that nice quick set there.
And this is the same score we had in game 1, 21-17, Ontario sticking around. That's over on 1, and it's gonna come back. Thank you to George Cabrera.
Slow passing breakdown there by the Ramblers. Antoine and Kevin Lopez trying to figure out who's going where.
And if there is one maybe chink in the armor of this Las Vegas squad, the passing. It's not always consistent, and if they're not gonna win the championship, that could be what is their ultimate Achilles heel. As that is blocked by the Matadors. And they're gonna have to talk this one over as it is suddenly a 2-point game. We'll come back to see how this one ends here in San Bernardino. We're back here in San Bernardino. We'll see if Ontario is able to draw within 1. Brandon Rattray says, no, you won't. As he picks up his 8th kill. He missed during the break. I nearly had a catastrophe. I tried to pick up my phone and I knocked a Starbucks cup right across my MacBook Pro, but fortunately, it's that time of the evening where I drank every drop of the coffee, so there's nothing left. And there's nothing left of that attack as Rattray and Dennis continue to do bad things together. And now it's 22-9, 23-19. And Aguiar serves to try to close out this set. They go to Vander Beek, and he connects. Jacob Vander Beek picks up his 5th kill.
Vander Beek says not yet.
Well, that timeout worked wonders for the Ramblers as they saw their lead evaporate. There's that word again, within 2. But the Ramblers found an answer. 23-20 now. That might fall in. Manugian got a piece of it. Rattray recovers, and they send it over. And a double touch. And just a heads-up play just to get it over in a perfect spot. Kevin Lopez. And the result, Vander Beek got handcuffed.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Kevin Lopez to keep the ball alive. Fortunately, it turns out to be a point for his squad.
And this is set point for Keegan. And it's going to end. No, I thought it was going to end in an ace. I spoke too soon.
Oh.
And it's going to end in a free ball out of bounds. So an opportunity to extend it, but no. As for the second set in a row, Las Vegas gets out to an early lead and wins by the exact same score, 25-20. Ramblers need one more set to move on to the semifinals. When we come back from the break, we'll take a look at where the bracket stands when we come back for Game 3.
Hi, I'm Casey Adams, President of Visible Supply Chain Management. E-commerce growth has exploded since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that creates unique shipping challenges for e-commerce companies.
First, we have a strong team of professionals with immense supply chain knowledge. This team builds solutions and strategies to help mitigate any challenges clients are facing. Second, we have fulfillment centers across the country, which gives us the flexibility to adapt and scale rapidly to customers' changing needs. Third, our clients have access to a wide range of shipping options through our network of trusted partners. And finally, our expanded portfolio of service offerings enables us to manage customers' supply chains on a global scale.
There are many solutions and strategies that can help you overcome holiday shipping challenges, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
Meet Tom. Tom is the shipping manager for an e-commerce company specializing in unique, high-end home furnishing. Because these aren't your typical everyday pieces, Tom's often biting his nails every time a shipment leaves the warehouse. His discerning customers will notice every ding, dent, or scratch, which is why Tom trusts one company, RPM Expedite's dedicated network. RPM specializes in hard-to-handle freight that needs a reliable, damage-free shipping approach. RPM boasts 99.3% damage-free delivery. RPM also makes it easy for Tom to customize his shipments. With pricing options and for transparency and peace of mind, Tom can access RPM's online portal for booking, tracing, and tracking shipments. And of course, if he ever has questions or needs assistance, Tom can always access RPM's round-the-clock customer service. Call RPM Expedite today for your customized, hard-to-handle shipping solution, or visit us online at www.rpmexpediteusa.com.
Focus. Good pass, put it down. No, come on. Closer. Good pass, put it down.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me, it'll work for you.
And we welcome you back to the Pierce Sports Center here in San Bernardino. There you see the bracket, and it's looking like a potential double palindrome because you look at the quarterfinal scores. Exposure beat Untouchables 3-2. Tyrants fell to the Stunners 2-3. Freedom fell to the Stingers 3-0, and if the Ramblers are able to pull this out, they'll move on to the semifinals 3-0 as they will take on the Stingers should they prevail here. Meanwhile, tomorrow at 3 p.m. in our first semifinal match, it'll be Southern Exposure against the OC Stunners. So we had back-to-back 5-setters to start today. potentially back-to-back sweeps to conclude it. 6 p.m. will be the second semifinal tomorrow. And then, of course, 2 matches on Sunday, a third-place match. And then the big banana, the championship, the NVA Cup. Somebody's going to win the gold. And 1-0 Ramblers are on top. Let's take a look at the stats here through 2 sets. Ramblers hitting 46%, 26 kills. They've scored plus 15 on the points. Ontario, 32%, just 14 kills, minus 5 on the points. So they are having their difficulty in production, but they do get the tie here, 1-1. And it'll be Jorge Cabrera to serve.
Fairly lopsided statistics there as you see the overall point values.
That is left short. My whole life has been a lopsided statistic.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Hitting percentage very low. I learned all about the wonders of the, that is sent too deep, the 405 yesterday. As I, coming out here, I knew I wanted to come out a little early yesterday just to avoid having a 10-hour flight from the East Coast with layovers and et cetera, et cetera. So I took a 6 a.m. flight out of Philadelphia. Figured I'd get out to LA and do something a little bit, maybe around 11 o'clock. Of course, the second flight gets delayed, so I'm not in until 1 o'clock. I had bought San Diego Padre tickets as Jacob Vander Beek puts it away, and I figured, all right, well, if I get out of LA by noon, go down, visit some of the beaches, explore the SoCal coast that I haven't really had a chance to in my life. No, 3 hours to get down to San Diego.
Yeah, that sounds about right. On a Thursday afternoon?
On Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to have that kind of traffic was mind-boggling. Like, I could see pockets.
Welcome to Southern California,
Oh
Ira.
my God. God bless you guys for dealing with this. I thought the traffic on the cross Bronx in New York was bad. That's baby traffic. You guys are the kings.
It's a dubious title.
I mean, there's some other bad areas. I mean, coming over the Bay Bridge in San Fran is not always a cup of coffee, that's for sure. You spend a whole afternoon out there, but man, this is special stuff you guys have out here. 3-3 is your score, as that is blocked by Jacob Vander Beek. All he needs was the edge of his finger, maybe just the tip of the middle finger was still over the net. That's all you need sometimes for the solo stuff. Helps when you're 6'5", you have a little more clearance. I also forgot where I parked my car in San Diego. And I'm like, oh shoot, where am I gonna go? I didn't know which parking garage I was in. Here's a life hack for all you at home. If you ever forget where you park your car, always take a picture of the car and your parking ticket before you leave, and then you can always go back into your photos on your phone and see the location.
There you go.
Lifesaver, life hack for you. Oh, that's a life hack, as that will find the court and you see a dancing Jesus Arana.
And the dancing fans as well over there for the Matadors.
And look at this, folks. Matadors have themselves a 2-point lead, 5-3. They're not done just yet, but they have a huge mountain to climb. Vander Beek serving it up. In the middle, Dennis gets a touch. Sean Dennis, that is his 3rd kill. Also has been involved in 3 blocks where he's gotten credit, and he'll drop back and serve. By the way, it was a great Padres game for those of you who love baseball. Relief pitcher for the Padres. His first career hit, a grand slam. Last time that happened, 1898.
Wow.
So got to see a little bit of history, and we'll see some history here this weekend as we will crown an NBA Cup champion. So we'll see some history on the front end of the trip.
Something that hasn't been seen in nearly 130 years.
1898. The fact that they even figure that out is kind of crazy. Oh, and the best thing is I have it on film.
Oh.
However, I will not share it with anybody. It's on my Instagram, but I may have had some foul language involved, as I couldn't believe what I saw. But if you look at my Instagram, I repeat Thor, it is there. On some NBA selfies at some point as well. 6-5, 1-point lead for the Matadors. They go back row.
Oh, nice cover right there.
And coming up with it. And then Rattray sends it wide. Wasn't a great approach because he was trying to hit a ball as Vegas basically ran into the crowd to save it. But big swing by Hidalgo forced that.
Quite the cover from Michael Keegan's head. As he watched that ball get
He
hit.
uses noggin.
Yeah.
Gabriel Cruz will serve. His team now up 2, trying to stay alive. Not a great pass. Out of the back row, sent deep by Mather. Here's a chance in transition. Back row, got it. Hidalgo with the kill.
Well, you touched on it earlier, Ira, as the Matadors have built a 3-point lead. The passing of the Ramblers has broken down a little bit, and we're actually going to see them call a very early timeout in this third set. Matadors with some good mojo going their way. Let's see what these teams can talk about, and we'll come right back at you after this timeout.
Take a break, come back. Back here in San Bernardino, it's a 3-point lead for the Matadors as Ontario's trying to stay alive. They got to win all 3. They need a reverse sweep. Not going to be an easy order here. They go back row, and Alvaro Hidalgo has been their best weapon overall, even better than Jacob Vander Beek, but that time couldn't come through, and the Vegas fans who've made the trip out here, they're optimistic as they went back to serve with Kevin Lopez. They certainly have been the louder of the fan base, which is saying something because this is Ontario's home gym. Obviously, first time we've really seen an abundance of fans. Last time we were out here, still under some partial quarantine orders. As the virus has been a problem in the Southern California area more so than most parts of the country over the last year and a half. Back row Vander Beek, there waiting for its Mather. They go to Rattray. Dug up by Ontario, and then getting the tool to block. Great job by Cabrera after the dig by Hidalgo.
Well, we've got ourselves a game here, Ira. 9 serving 6.
And Serrano serves. They go to Rattray, and he gets it off the high hands.
Haven't seen Brendan Rattray get an attack in system in a while.
No, that's 8 kills for Brandon Rattray. Looked for a while like he was going to have 100, but even the best players can get slowed down. Still very dangerous, and here's Aguiar, who's had a productive evening. Right side, blocked back, covering it is Serrano. Are they going to go to Serrano? It's a little too tight.
Oh, no. Oh.
Wow, did Dennis clip the net?
Nope, he called an over on Brendan Rattray.
Interesting, he got a little too aggressive.
Overzealous, perhaps, in that one. The ref has the best angle on that play, so it's hard to argue with it.
Head referee is Stephen Shepard. Melvin Otley is your down official. Very experienced crew working this weekend as that is called out by Patrick Bradley, who's on the Las Vegas Lions. There you see George Cabrera waiting the serve here. Keegan in the middle. Dennis with the block back. They're gonna go to Hidalgo. We got a touch and a result. And that's 6 kills for Hidalgo as the Matadors, well, not done just yet. They are certainly putting up a fight here, up by 3. 8 o'clock here on the West Coast, 11 o'clock on the East Coast. And we thank those of you watching whatever time zone you're in here domestically and around the world. And that's put down. Ryan Mather.
Interesting substitution here for the Ramblers as we see Brendan Rattray get a breather and Ryan Schickling coming onto the court as a serving substitution.
Yeah, well, you know that Rattray can serve, but maybe a chance to give him at least one rotation of a breather here. And Schickling is dangerous in his own right. Goes down the line with that one. It's gonna come over on 1. Sent back by the Matadors. Run down by Schickling, and he pays off. Schickling gets it up, and then Dennis gets it down. And Nick England and his squad, wow, they are pumped.
Wow, the jump reverse bump for a kill.
Exactly how they drew it up.
Rarely seen.
And that only happens because Brandon Rattray didn't serve, and who thought that would be a good thing? Not too many people, as that will carry Serrano into the net. Violation, ball goes over to Vegas, and look at that. It's evaporated, it's 11-11.
Here comes Schickling again. Oh, a little help off the net.
Off of the tape. And here's Vander Beek sending it deep. Chance here for Vegas. Dennis, paintbrush. But not a work of art there, as you can't believe it. So the Matadors regain a 1-point lead. Got a win or their season is over. Oh, off the tape. Run down by Keegan. And then cross-court Mather misses. That one just kind of hung up on the tape and did a little dance. Hung up just enough for Keegan to run it down. But Vegas misses wide. Lead is 2. Off the tape. And then that service error by Vander Beek. And back to Vegas. Checking in here will be Max Asmunsen out of Hope International University. He'll serve for Big Sean Dennis. Asmunsen lives in Vegas as well, 6'3". Off the tape. They go back to Cruz. Cruz just delivers.
Ball nearly came back onto the playing surface after hitting the air conditioning duct.
Gabriel Cruz picks up his 3rd kill. And lead is 2.
Things are getting heated in this gym. 3rd set action. Fans are getting involved. Hidalgo's jump serve, passed by Manoujian.
They go outside to Mather, and Mather is able to slot it through the block. As he picks up, I believe that is his 13th kill. Ryan Mather. If anybody could believe it, he's actually outscored Brandon Rattray in this match. despite the start. Mather's been one of those players who, when he's on, he's really on, and when he's been off, he can't find the court. And we've seen a little bit of both of him this year. And obviously, this is a version that Las Vegas would love to see continue to emerge and stay there for the rest of this weekend. They hope to hoist the NVA Cup in 2 days. That's left short. So that's side out, 15-14, and Brandon Rattray will return. So Ryan Schickling's father in the parking lot outside, getting ready to come into the match. Here is Lopez to serve. Waiting is Manugian. They go to Brandon Rattray, and he's able to put it away. Brandon Rattray's 9th kill, along with 3 blocks.
Taking full advantage of that rest that he got through the back row there.
I mean,
comes right back on and scores a point.
Even 24-year-olds get tired. We do have a technical timeout coming up, but Ontario didn't want to wait that long. They call a timeout here. 15-15, they led by as many as 3, but that is certainly evaporated. It is absolutely gone at this point in Las Vegas. Now it's a race to 10 to see if they are able to sweep this match. Good for them, by the way. If they are able to get out of here in 3, reserve some energy for tomorrow, because it's going to be a battle against Utah.
Yeah, they'll have their hands full for sure tomorrow if they were to, finish this deal and win this match and move on to the semifinals. You've got the Stingers waiting for them. Obviously a well-established defending champion team in the Utah Stingers. Rambler coaching staff putting together a potential game-winning plan here.
Well, last point until we take a break. See if Vegas can take the lead as Kevin Lopez will serve. Off the tape, that's passed by Hidalgo. And Cruz, I should say, no, that's actually Patrice, and he slots it through for the kill. And it is Ontario in front by 1 as we go to our technical timeout. We'll be back for more.
Focus. Good pass, put it down. No, come on. Closer. Good pass, put it down.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me, it'll work for you.
Back here in San Bernardino, California, Ira Thor, along with 2-time All-American Matt Prosser, and Las Vegas trying to cap what's been an exciting day of volleyball quarterfinal action. First 2 matches were certainly highlight matches. Ontario trying to find a way to preserve this one. We saw a great comeback in the first match of the day. Chicago actually trailed 2-0, and that will fall in for an ace for the Matadors. Jesus Serrano. But yeah, Chicago, huge underdog, was up 2-0 on Southern Exposure, but Southern Exposure bounced back, won the last 3 to win in 5. See if there's any comeback here in Ontario, and not if Brandon Rattray has anything to do with it, because he just burned the earth.
That's why he's the leading point scorer in the NVA. Still surprised that there was only 1 blocker in front of him.
That's a fatal mistake most times. You saw why. Vander Beek's gonna have to roll that over. Almost a side cock of the arm. That's blocked back. Serrano back to Vander Beek. He left it short that time. Vander Beek tried to take a little bit more off of it, seeing that the double block was in his face. I think he was trying to kind of tuck it towards the middle of the court and just missed.
Too little, too late on that one, unfortunately, for Vander Beek, but tied at 17s now.
Aguiar, your server. A little tight on the serve, on this pass, I should say. Here's a chance for Rattray, goes deep. Hidalgo was there for the pass, and swinging away, and coming our way, the put away, Jorge Cabrera. Cabrera, 6'2", out of San Diego. He's come in as a reserve and played pretty well so far. They need some answers because, again, they're without their top offensive player, Moro Isik. There's Brandon Rattray, blocked back. Here's another chance, over on 2. The swing by Keegan. They go to Mather, and Mather delivers.
Ryan Mather continuing to carry a large offensive responsibility here, leading his team in points right now currently.
That is his 14th kill, which obviously leads all players. Brandon Rattray is at 10. Brandon Rattray obviously has also got 3 aces. Dominant first set and along with 3 blocks. So as that one sails long, we're tied at 18 again. And back to serve will be Martin Patrice. That is put down by Cruz, but he missed it wide, and we're even at 19 all now. So here's Brandon Rattray, 6 points away from victory. Big serve. Ends up being a pretty good pass after all that. And into the net was Dennis. And on the blocking error, side out, Jacob Vander Beek will serve. See if he can build off of this. It's a 1-point lead for the Matadors. Serves it deep. And that's going to be a violation on Terry. You saw that one coming. 20 all.
I've got a battle all the way through here, Ira.
That's an unforced error you cannot make if you're Ontario fighting for your life. Good pass there for the Matadors. Hidalgo delivers. And a 1-point lead late now for the Matadors as we are in our final stage of this third set. So Alvaro Hidalgo, the Peruvian. Mather, no touch, too long. And it's 22-20. And Vegas, we're gonna want to chat about this one. 22-20, yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, see how this one ends, game 3. And we're back here. Let's see how our third set ends. Will the Matadors extend it to 4, or is Las Vegas on its way to a meeting with Utah tomorrow in the semifinals, and they will have side out. Down 1 after that service error, and dropping back to serve will be Ryan Mather. Mather's got an ace in this one already, along with 2 blocks and 14 kills. Off the tape. In the middle.
Oh.
Double block. Aguiar. Also Lopez.
Couldn't have come at a better time either, Ira. Big block right there. Ties the score at 22 all. Ryan Mather back to serve again.
And what a sequence. Back-to-back points off the timeout as the Ramblers have made the most of that discussion. And that is an ace for Ryan Mather. His second ace. And for the Ramblers, their 8th ace. And that will force the Matadors into a discussion when we come back. We'll see how this one, now in the favor of the Ramblers, ends 23-22. Now we're back. Ryan Mather, jump serve. This time is left short. And it is all square at 23. Now it gets fun. Gabriel Cruz will serve. Takes a little bit of something off that, nearly gets an ace out of it. Swing by Lopez. That's sent deep by Serrano. Here in transition. And that's dug over. Nearly fell in. And Lopez swings again. Another dig for Hidalgo. This time it's Vander Beek going deep corner. Run down by the Ramblers. Is Kevin's arm tired yet? His 4th swing. Sent over on 2. 5th swing for Lopez. And it finally ends with a back row blast from Hidalgo.
Wow, what a rally. Staying alive, the Matadors find themselves at set point. What a rally.
And they've hung around long enough to have the right to extend this match. They have set point. Before we do that, Las Vegas will make sure the court is as bone dry as Death Valley, where it was 124 degrees today. Felt like that in the gym here for a while.
It did.
And Gabriel Cruz, he'll serve here to try to send it to game 4. Aguiar with the swing.
Oh.
And they do, as Patrice gets the kill, and the Matadors stave off elimination. We will go to game number 4. Las Vegas still in front 2-1, but the Matadors saying, we're still here, folks. We'll come back.
OSIM.
The flow state, the trailblazer, the closer, the do-it-all hero. All of us were born different. Some of us demand more than we were given. Some of us submerge ourselves in the wake, dive into the trenches, and fight with the ferocity of the rising storm. Some push themselves to attain more than those who came before. And those catalysts deserve and demand a form of fuel that will enable them to do so. Introducing Brain Fuel, a cerebral beverage. Be smarter, think faster, live beyond.
Hey, my name is Travis, and I'm the founder of Arste. Last year, we launched the Medic, which is a state-of-the-art percussive massager. It works by providing rapid, targeted pulses into your muscles, which relieves tension and increases blood flow. It is a great tool for athletes looking to get an edge in their training or in competition, but it's also great for everyday people who suffer from common issues such as stiff neck, lower back pain, and sore feet. What sets our device apart from others? For one, it's how insanely quiet it is. Second is the extended length handle, which allows you to more easily reach your back. And third, the swivel head, which allows for better ergonomics. We also include 6 different head attachments and a travel case with your purchase. We are so excited to have you try the Medic. We know you're gonna love it. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook at any time. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.
Well, I didn't think anybody expected a fourth set the way the first two went, but Ontario Matadors showing they have heart, if anything. And they weren't going to go down without a fight, and they found every way to chip away and forced this fourth set, Matt. And obviously still very difficult road ahead here. I don't see Las Vegas losing this fourth set, but I don't know, the Matadors have proven us wrong before. We both thought this would be a sweep, and they are a feisty bunch.
Well, a little bit of a moral victory right there, stealing that third set in that deuce game, 25-23, I think.
Lopez to serve here for the Ramblers to start things off. And out of the back row. Oh, just getting the kill. I would have taken one for the team. I appreciate it. I appreciate the save there. Do we have a trainer, as Matt Prosser has injured his arm, and that is a put away from Ryan Mather, who may need a trainer himself at the end of this night because he is swinging a lot, and it is productive night at work.
Well, fortunately for whoever wins this match, they don't play until 6 o'clock tomorrow night, so that's enough time to get some quality recovery. But yeah, Ryan Mather with his 15th point so far. We'll have to rely on some special hands for that shoulder massage.
And what a useful spot there by George Cabrera. Picks up the kill.
So disappointed with that blocking attempt by Brendan Rattray right there. It was a back row setter. Brendan commit blocks on the setter and then leaves the hitter all alone with nobody up, and they score the point. You have to be aware of where the setter is at all times as a blocker, and that's something Brendan forgot about right there.
That's sent over on 2. Vander Beek finds a spot unoccupied on the court.
Couple mental failures right now for the team in black. Need to regroup a little bit here.
Vegas needs to figure this out mentally right now, or this is going to go 5. And that right there would not be good for Vegas going to tomorrow against the Utah squad that looked pretty darn good today. Sent over on 2, and this time Michael Keegan, he's able to end a little bit of a rally for the Matadors. And
I don't know. Las Vegas was a team that I thought if they play their volleyball, can win this cup this year. They're that good. They have too many weapons. But if they find themselves in a bad headspace, they're extremely beatable.
Yeah, I mean,
Vander
physicality
Beek.
isn't the only thing that matters in this sport. It's a mental game too, Ira.
It absolutely is. As Vander Beek sends that one down the line, gets a touch out of it as well. The lead is 4-2. Here's Martin Patrice. They go right side, Brandon Rattray, nothing.
The Rattray train has gone cold.
Rattray train is derailed. The firepower he brought early on, and Ontario's done a good job of throwing hands up in his face and making him work even harder. And thank goodness for Ryan Mather if you are Las Vegas, because he is shouldering much of the burden. Good serve there by Rattray, run down by Serrano, and that is too long. Alvaro Hidalgo with the error, and Vegas back within one.
That was a nice heads-up play by the blockers of the Ramblers team as they dropped their hands at the last minute. Realized that Hidalgo was trying to aim for the back wall.
Big serve by Rattray. There's the brand that we missed. And that is on the court. Cruz able to connect. Wasn't sure if that found its way inside the line, but our line official on that side, Tony Chan, says absolutely. And side out, Jacob Vander Beek. His nickname is Thor. I'm Ira Thor, that's my real name, joined by the two-time All-American Matt Prosser. As we're pleased to bring you our fourth quarterfinal match of the day. If you missed it, match number 1 was Southern Exposure bouncing back to beat Chicago Untouchables 3-2. Our second match, when we saw the OC Stunners with a little bit of a surprise, knocking out the Red Hot Texas Tyrants, also 3-2. And then our third match saw the defending champion Utah Stingers prevail in 3 against a shorthanded Team Freedom, but Utah, I don't think would have mattered anyway. They played so well. As that is an ace for Brandon Rattray.
No,
I'm sorry, for Sean Dennis. I'm so used to saying Brandon Rattray. I shortchanged the big guy. Sean Dennis lands the ace. Have one, big fella. And it's even at 6. Another good serve by Dennis. Vander Beek off the hands for the kill. That is his 8th. Love the emotional response we get from Vander Beek every time he's able to put one away. Need an emotional leader out there. He's certainly been one of them. That is left short. 7-all. And here is Ryan Mather. And that's left short. Nearly a footfall too, but end result was a power serve into the nylon. 8-7 is your score. As they trade points back and forth, here's Gabriel Cruz. And Lopez with the result.
A little back and forth action right now, Ira. I know it's still early, only 8-8, but no service runs going on by either team. No real point scoring runs being given up.
And that is left short, so more service errors. I understand obviously why. The teams are
trying to unload behind the service line. The only way you're preventing having the middles just pounded down your throat, but got to connect on some of these. Serrano, your server, 1 point lead. Nearly handcuffed Lopez. And then out of the back row, Ryan Mather drops a bomb.
That might be the spark the Ramblers need right now to get this engine going. Stuck in second gear a little bit, but that was big.
9-9. And that's gonna fall in for an ace. Antoine Aguiar drops the ace in. His first of the match. That is 9 for Vegas. And they are back in front by 1. That clips the support I-beam. And then Sean Dennis with a touch and a finish.
Wow, that's not something you see every day when a 6'11" middle blocker deflects the attack and then sets himself.
That's pretty much what he did. He set himself and he didn't even have to swing that hard. Just kind of went up and just did the boop and put it straight down. Here's a chance now, 2 point lead. Vegas looking for more. Brandon Rattray off the high hands. Run down by Hidalgo.
Oh, Cabrera says, I can do it too.
Jorge Cabrera with a highlight reel shot of his own. And it's a 1 point game. And here is Jorge Cabrera. Brandon Rattray with the swing. And into the net was Vegas. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Cabrera with another result. Tied at 11 all. And obviously we haven't said his name in a while, but still without Jose Malero. Ontario has battled back without their standout libero. Mario Meza still out there, number 7. It must be a pretty serious injury. We didn't have a full update, but
he's definitely been shut down for the night.
Yeah, he's done for the day, and if Ontario can't find a way to prevail here, done for the season. And that could be a big reason why, with him out. And not going away are these Matadors as Martin Patrice with another bomb. Underrated attacker. That's his 4th kill. Doesn't just get a lot of attempts, though. It's only, I believe, his 8th attempt of the match. Didn't play the first set, of course, but haven't used him that much. It is a 12-12 game. We go deep corner. Here's Brandon Rattray, and he finally puts another kill in the column.
His first kill in his last 3 attempts there. Previous attacks have been deflected and returned.
It is helpful for Rattray to have another look swinging from the right side in that rotation, as he will go back to serve. Team up by 1. Big serve from Rattray. And that's sent over. Rattray will pass it. They go right side to Mather. Reach out and stuffs a 1. Big block for the Matadors.
And Mather's cross-court attack just gets stuffed down right there by Patrice and Gabriel Cruz. Keeping this match, this set now tied at 13s apiece.
A little tight. They go to Lopez, and he puts it straight down. Took a little bit off of it, and still got the result. So substitution to serve. We'll see Max Asmunsen back in again for Sean Dennis, who got an ace in the last rotation. Oh!
Annihilation from Gabriel Cruz.
And Antoine Aguilar got stuck jumping on the front row setter, who hasn't really thrown a dump down yet, but just paying a little too much attention to the setting, leaving Gabriel Cruz to just detonate on that quick attack.
Go to Kevin Lopez, flips it off the ceiling, pancaked over. Now they're saying that the play ended. So Vegas with the big swing, they lead 15-14. Closing in on the technical timeout here in the fourth set.
Ryan Mather getting ready to serve here.
And a big serve by Mather. Doggo, he was going outside and he's gonna want that one back. He tried to send it nice and high to Jorge Cabrera and hit it so high, it hit the support structure. And Las Vegas has a 2-point lead. They lead 2-1, looking to close out the match and advance to the semifinals when we return.
Hey, my name is Travis and I'm the founder of Arste. Last year we launched the Medic, which is a state-of-the-art percussive massager. It works by providing rapid, targeted pulses into your muscles, which relieves tension and increases blood flow. It is a great tool for athletes looking to get an edge in their training or in competition, but it's also great for everyday people who suffer from common issues such as stiff neck, lower back pain, and sore feet. What sets our device apart from others? For one, it's how insanely quiet it is. Second is the extended length handle, which allows you to more easily reach your back. And third, the swivel head, which allows for better ergonomics. We also include 6 different head attachments and a travel case with your purchase. We are so excited to have you try the Medic. We know you're gonna love it. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram or Facebook at any time. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.
Matadors still within striking distance. Taking a look at the updated stats. It looks pretty lopsided towards the Ramblers overall, but look at what's happening on the court. The Matadors are certainly not quitting, and they're within 1. That back row attack, able to find a way off the block. Kill for Hidalgo, and Gabriel Cruz, who had just an absolutely radiant kill a couple moments ago. He'll go back to serve. That serve not as radiant. He's at short, 2-point lead here for Vegas. And back to serve will be Kevin Lopez, leading by 2. And that is left short. So back-to-back service errors. Lopez actually, and he says my bad, and obviously he was trying to change up on that serve and just left it short. So here's Jesus Serrano. 17-16, his team within 1. Blocked back, waiting for it was Lopez. Mather goes to Rattray, and Rattray misses long, and we are even at 17 all. This is now the danger zone if you're the Ramblers. Matadors have absolutely nothing to lose. I don't think anybody outside of the Matadors and maybe their fans thought they had any chance in this match against the number 1 overall seed in the whole league.
Yeah, I would concur with that, but you know, they've hung around. They've given themselves some opportunities, some chances. They were able to steal that third set and got the momentum on their side. Oh, wow.
Dirty deeds. Grueling. Jorge Cabrera.
Oh my goodness. That might have been the biggest kill of the match so far.
Out of the one guy you weren't really expecting out of, but shows sometimes can't underestimate anybody at this level. And into the net. Oh, costly mistake for the Matadors. Gives a side out to Vegas. Ruling mistake. It's 19-18. They needed to not make a mistake at this juncture of the match. And now they need a big side out. So here is Michael Keegan. Vander Beek. That one's not coming home. Off of the outstretched hands of Ryan Manoogian, and does all he could to try to contain it. Vander Beek picks up yet another kill. He's in double figures with 11. Had a very good match, has Jacob Vander Beek.
Started off a little slow, but he's come on strong.
That's not how you start, it's how you finish. As Brendan Rattray, finishing strong, puts away his 13th kill. 13 kills, 3 aces. He's officially been involved with, I think, 3 blocks as well. And he will serve. 20-19 Vegas. And that is blocked back. Run down by Vander Beek and sent over. Vegas with a chance to counter. Out of the back row. Oh, Brandon Rattray, scorched earth.
What a play, nice block by Mather, but a great big attack in transition by Rattray, and Ramblers find themselves up by 2 as the Matadors call a timeout.
21-19, Vegas trying to close this one out in 4. And they are looking like a team that has awakened from a, let's say, power nap, is what they took there in that 3rd set.
I don't know if there was anything powerful about what they did in set number 3. Definitely not a power nap, but
a brief couch slumber?
That's a little bit better, I think, yeah.
You know, one of those days, you had a long day at work, sit down on the couch, you know, 6 o'clock, and next thing you know, it's 7:45, and you don't know how you fell asleep for an hour and a half.
Yep.
Your wife's upset because you didn't empty the dishwasher like you promised.
Or make dinner.
Yeah. Speaking of wife, I have to wish a happy 21st wedding anniversary to my wife, Catherine, who probably is not watching this match back in New Jersey where it's close to midnight, but appreciate her understanding, allowing her better half to come out here and hang out with Matt and Nick and bring all the fans some exciting volleyball here in San Bernardino.
We all thank you as well, Mrs. Thor.
She is
and
a saint.
Happy
She
anniversary
is
and
a
congratulations.
saint. Thank you, my friend. Vegas trying to end this here. Vander Beek, well, he's able to get a big swing, and then it forces the Ramblers into a blocking error. And it's a 1-point game.
Bit of a quick whistle on our down ref calling Kevin Lopez into the net.
Here's Jacob Vander Beek trying to tie it. They go to Lopez, blocks back, he goes a second time, and the second time is the charm for Kevin Lopez.
Lopez, the recipient of a nice little lucky bounce, deflect back from the block. Teed himself up nicely.
Yeah, his 9th kill. Here's Sean Dennis. Up by 2, a little bit of a cushion as he goes back to serve. Cruz, that's blocked back. Run down by Vander Beek. And swinging away was the Matadors. From the back row, Brandon Rattray, too long. So it's back to a 1-point game. Matadors still with life. And serving will be Alvaro Hidalgo. And a foot fault at an untimely moment. There's a lot of errors on the serve that you can forgive. That is not one of them. And it's 23-21. And here is Ryan Mather, I think, unless something changes, will be our man of the match. Can't imagine anybody else who's been as consistent throughout. Maybe Brendan Rattray has been more dangerous, but Mather's had himself what's been a very clean, productive evening. And we'll see a substitution here for Ontario. That is Alan Torres, number 14. And that is an ace for Ryan Mather. And Ryan Mather's third ace makes it match point. 4 match points here for the Las Vegas Ramblers. Ontario, well, they're going to talk this one over. More than anything right now, this is trying to ice the server. And the season hanging in the balance for the Ontario Matadors, who, credit to them, have found a way to bounce back from 2 lopsided first sets. Yeah, if you look at the stat sheet, the score, the box score, 25-20 doesn't look that bad, but they were down big. I mean, it was 16-8 at the technical timeout in the first set, 16-10 at the second technical. And they were able to find a way to at least hang in, won the third set, 25-23. And Matt, they've had their chances here in the fourth set, but unless something substantial changes in the next few minutes, the Las Vegas Ramblers will play tomorrow in the NVA Cup semifinals. And here is Ryan Mather as he takes his approach back match point. They go to Vander Beek. And he gets the survival point.
That one goes down on the side of the Ramblers, right in front of Antoine Aguilar. Ouch, that's a get over the net, sir. But nice well-formed block nonetheless. Still match point here.
Matadors save 1 match points. Cruz serving. They go to Lopez, blocked back, nearly fell in, and then sent over by Rattray. Chance here for the Matadors. And off the block, a kill from the back row. And well, just like that, that's 2 match points gone, and now the Vegas Ramblers.
Don't count them out yet.
These Matadors do not quit, and you gotta love it.
Defending the home court.
Listen, they don't have the stars that some of these other teams have, but I gotta say, I've been mightily impressed with Ontario. Just their resiliency and their just desire to keep playing, man.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not giving up. They know what's on the line. They know that if they lose, they're done for the season.
24-23. Vegas, they had 3 match points to work with. This is the last one for now. If Ontario can tie this, it's gonna be time to get some popcorn. Gabriel Cruz with the ball in his hands. 24-23. They go to Mather. Dug up. No, that will end it. Vander Beek couldn't keep it in the court. And the kill by Ryan Mather ends this one, 25-23. And the Las Vegas Ramblers do finish what they started, and they advance to the NVA Cup semifinals tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific, when they will take on last year's champions, the Utah Stingers, in what is going to be a marquee semifinal indeed. The first semifinal at 3 p.m. will feature the OC Stunners and the Southern Exposure out of Orlando, Florida. That'll be a good one, but yeah, the primetime match certainly is going to hopefully live up to the hype, as you'll have Utah taking on Las Vegas. A lot of star power will be on display in Brandon Rattray, Jake Langlois. Can't forget Ryan Mather. Ryan Mather is going to be our man of the match. And he's going to be, in a moment, we'll have a conversation with my partner, Matt Prosser. Let's take a look at the final stats from this one. But there you see on the court, Matadors, one final handshake on the year. We look at the final stats for this one. And hello, everybody. I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for tuning in for what has been a great quarterfinal match. Ontario, who started the day under 10% hitting in the first set, got to 40% on attack and 44 kills. So a tribute to Ontario for fighting back. The Las Vegas Ramblers, on their numbers, did decline throughout the match. Still finished with 52 kills, hit 44% as a team. 18 kills out of Ryan Mather, 16 from Brandon Rattray. Started real strong, ended real strong. Had some moments there in the middle where he dealt with adversity. Also for Brandon Rattray in this one, 3 aces and was involved with a bunch of block points as well. Finished +6 for the match, but Ryan Mather's your man of the match, and deservedly so. +12, and this one, along with 4 blocks he was involved with, he had 3 aces, and those 18 kills hit 58%. As the Las Vegas Ramblers win 25-20, 25-20, 23-25, and 25-23. A couple leaders for the Matadors. Now, Alvaro Hidalgo, nice effort getting the starting nod. He had 12 kills, hit 46%. Jacob Vander Beek really was a very productive player for the Matadors, as he's been all year. Finished +9 for the match. By far the highest one-loss percentage for Ontario in this one. 13 kills, 46% he hit in this one. And on the sideline wearing a nice, well-deserved cowboy hat is our man of the match, Ryan Mather. He's joined alongside Matt Prosser for our post-game interview.
Thanks, Ira. Standing here with man of the match from Las Vegas Ramblers, Ryan Mather. Congratulations on the win, Ryan. How's it feel?
Feels good. Been working all season to get tomorrow. A really good team win. Everyone kind of contributed in different areas, serving, passing, attacking. So it just feels good to make it to Saturday.
You guys came out of the gates real fast in that match, really jumping on the Matadors early on. Kind of got a nice little response from them. How did you guys go about that strategy throughout the match?
Yeah, we came out, I think it was like 13-4 or something. But, I mean, we knew that they were going to come in. They want to win. Everyone wants to make it to Saturday. Punch back at some time. It was just win. So in that third set, we kind of in the mouth a little bit. They came out firing in the fourth set, and we just kind of had to come together collectively and figure out, like, what we wanted to do as a team and how to get the 3-set win. Or 3 sets. Yeah. 4-set win. With a 3-set.
You won 3 out of 5. Offensively, you carried a big load, front row, back row, playing the opposite. You got to do that a lot. Talk to me about your service routine, though. Your serve has gotten really good over the years. And what's your pre-serve routine as you go back and get ready to serve?
Yeah, I try and just take 6 steps, turn to the left every time, 5 bounce, like 2-3 spins. I'm still trying to find my toss. I think I'm going to toss like 50 balls tomorrow before we play the Stingers, because I still feel I'm not like throwing the same ball twice in a row. It's kind of all over the place, but when it's there, I'm pretty confident that I can take a full swing and it's going to be a good serve.
So you guys are in the semifinals tomorrow. You're playing the Utah Stingers at 6 p.m. Any pre-match predictions for that?
Hopefully we're going to get the dub. We lost to them in Utah in the semis too, so I'm glad we kind of got another chance at them in the semis. They handled us pretty good 3-0, as I remember. I think maybe we threw a punch or 2, but I'm excited for us, and we got a new squad too. So we're going to do some scouting tonight. We know what we got to do, what their guys do. So we're going to tweak a couple things on our side, and I think it's going to be a good battle, so watch it.
Nice. Good rematch from 2020 up in Utah. I remember the match. Okay, last question. I see a couple of the Ryan Mather fan club over there. Can you elaborate for us, please?
Yeah, a couple guys from Redondo Beach. Played with Ryan Olson and Jesse Connors. I got my brother, mom, and Ben. But all Brandon's family always comes out and supports too. We got a good crowd. Sean's family, South Bay's in the house, he said. But we got a good crew, like all across the board. Every family is always supporting. So it's nice to have a crew here, and it gets us fired up when we get a big kill and we're looking at them and they're screaming. So it's all fun all around.
Good stuff, Ryan. Well, congratulations on the win. Go rest up, get some recovery, hang out with your fan club, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Congratulations.
All right.
And fun fact, Matt Prosser actually used to coach a young Ryan Mather as he grew up in Southern California, so that must have been a thrill for Matt to have an opportunity to interview our man of the match. Ryan Mather was just awesome today. Again, 18 kills at 58% and was plus 12 in this one, and I'll be rejoined as we preview tomorrow here. Matt Prosser will come back on and join me on the broadcast after he had a chance to talk with Ryan Mather. And 6 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be Utah against these Las Vegas Ramblers. And of course, as I mentioned a little earlier, it'll be the opening match at 3 p.m. It'll be the OC Stunners as they look to take down a red-hot Southern Exposure squad. Looking ahead to tomorrow, your thoughts on what's going to be some exciting semifinals and just the way the season deserves?
Both teams, obviously, both semifinals are going to be very close and exciting games. OC Stunners versus Southern Exposure. We saw 2 great 5-set matches today, so both of those squads are getting some good recovery right now, but I'd expect to see OC Stunners come out and take that match and punch their ticket to the finals. The second match, man, that's going to be a battle. Stingers versus the Ramblers, and I honestly feel like that could go either way.
Yeah.
It's too soon to say. Can't make any predictions right now. See how the teams warm up tomorrow. You know, there's going to be a lot of scouting going on and a lot of recovery as well. So that's going to be definitely a great second semifinal match for us to watch. And a replay from Utah 2020, as Ryan Mather just pointed out, which was a good call by him, but a rematch from last year's semifinal as well.
I agree with you on the Stunners. I think they do win that match tomorrow. I think that will most likely go 5. We talked earlier before this match started that I still think that Las Vegas is good enough to win the whole thing this year. But I saw some things that concern me in this match today. And I'm not as confident that it's going to be a clean win tomorrow. I think Utah, as just the chemistry that they have, perhaps that might be too much to overcome. So same as you, I'm going to kind of have to look at how those teams look tomorrow. Does somebody look sluggish? I think the winner of that match is your champion tomorrow. I think that semifinal is going to ultimately decide who hoists the NVA Cup on Sunday. But don't discount that first match tomorrow, because you got 2 hungry teams there in Southern Exposure and the OC Stunners with some strong middle games in both of those matches. So 2 very different matches. You got star power in the second one, some well-known names. You have some middles that are very, very dangerous on both sides, and a lot of excitement in the 3 p.m. one. So 3 p.m. is our first semifinal tomorrow. Nick England will be on the play-by-play for that one. I'll join you for the nightcap at 6 p.m. And then Matt will be with us for both. I'll be on the sideline for game number 1. It's going to be an exciting day of semifinal volleyball. We thank all of you out there throughout the volleyball world, whether you're watching this here domestically or around the world, as we have had 4 quarterfinal matches now in the books. We start things up again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific. We hope you will join us here on the NVA Cup semifinal round. 2 matches tomorrow, then we'll have 2 to close out the championship on Sunday. For my partner, Nick England, and Matt Prosser, I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching NVA Cup quarterfinal action here in San Bernardino, California. Till we talk to you tomorrow. Good night, and be well, everybody.